Good morning! Hope you're doing fantastic today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It is, well, I don't even know what day it is today. April 14th. Can you believe that? Holy crap. Unbelievable. 2024. It's a gorgeous day here in Terrace, British Columbia. Considering it is, 4 degrees Celsius. So it's kind of chilly, but that's okay. It was very nice out for my walk this morning, and yeah, so far it's been a good day. Good day indeed. So yeah, today, what I spent most of my time the last few days has been working on the TED scenario that we had been playtesting, the Khe Sanh scenario, village scenario. And I'm going to go over that once I finish going over what we're going to do here. Hey, Natkinway, good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Before we do that, I thought... So there had been some requests on the forum and various other places about a medivac helicopter. So, which is something we can add. That's no problem to add it. And then anything that we're going to do with it, we'll have to script it. Because there's no, there's no functionality for dealing with wounded or anything like that in the game. But we can kind of do some scripting to make it so that it is kind of feasible. So... what does that mean? What are we going to do? So today we're going to make a brand new platoon. And what are we going to do? We're going to find a helicopter. Now, typically the medevac helicopter. So I did a quick search and I found here. So all this is basically a typical Huey, a transport Huey basically with some different markings on it. Now, the key marking is that there's a cross on it. And in some cases, I think I don't remember up to what point. It was 68 or so, 68 maybe. I'm going to say 68, and don't quote me on that, but that's my guess. They had a white box around it, but I think that changed, like in later helicopters, and they removed that white box. But typically, all there was a red cross on the door for the helicopter, and a red cross on the nose of the helicopter. Although some of the helicopters had their skids painted a different color. Some were red, some were plain, some were yellow, some were white. And even the extent, based on these visual markings here, there is some differences. So, what we're going to do, since it's basically just a slick, basically, all we're going to do, we're going to find a slick, and we're going to copy it, and make a new number. So we're going to scroll down. So what we need to do, just as an FYI, is you need to go into your game folder. You need to go into the order of battles, and you need to find the right platoon file. Since these are Americans, they're platoon 10. And usually it does identify which country is which nation ID here, just as an FYI. Usually there's a space up here that says, hey, this is the United States, or hey, this is France, or hey, this is the UK, or whatever. So yeah, we have the Platoon 10 file open. We need to change that. We also need the weapon file, because we need to make sure that it has weapons, otherwise it's going to cause an error inside the game. And you find that in this data folder. And this is the file here, that is this here. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to... oh, sorry. My reminder that, hey, I'm supposed to be streaming. Good day, Ginger. Good to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to scroll down this list. We're going to look for the helicopters. And we're only going to do it for just the Army, the U.S. Army for now. If we find that if they come in useful for other things, then we might add them to like the Marines or whatever. But for now, we're just going to use the main helicopters here. So let's find them. They're usually at the bottom of the list, but since there's more variations here, they're not going to be at the bottom. Here we go. So we are going to grab a copy of this. This is the UH-1D, and all we're going to do, slide it in there. And for now, we're going to change this ID to XXX, and this is also XXX because we want to use a new graphic. So we need to assign a new ID, and we need to assign a new graphic. I'm also going to change and we might change this in a future scenario or situation or something like that. I'm going to change the strength, that's what this value here is, the first one, to 1. Because I don't want to actually haul troops. We can haul troops, but that's not the whole purpose of this helicopter. This helicopter is designed to be, hey John, good to see you. This helicopter is designed to be strictly a, I don't even know what we're going to do, how we're going to do with the scripting. Anyways, it's just going to be something eye candy. It's going to be eye candy, but there's going to be a scripting purpose for it. We just haven't decided what that's going to be. So I'm going to change this name to a medivac Huey. Medivac UH1. And then we're going to swap out that. So it'll be easy to identify. It'd be nice if I know how to spell. There we go. So in the game, we'll see it listed as this. It'll be called a medivac Huey. So now I need to find out what my special number is going to be. So we are going to grab one of these numbers. The way that the platoons are organized, they're organized into sections, so it's easier to find. So we want to use the last number that's available. We don't want to duplicate a number because that'll give us stats for something else. So I'm going to search for that. And we're going to scroll down this list until we find the very end of the 65 series, whatever that number is. 6560, 6566, 67, 70, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here we go. We see 6576 is the last number that's used in this series, so I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to make a brand new number, 1065 77. This is not an armed helicopter, so I'm going to leave the values as 0 and 0. Maybe we might change that to a machine gun later on, but I don't think they were armed. I didn't notice any guns on these things, so I'm going to assume they're not armed, which means they have 0 attack value. Now that we know what number we can assign, we're going to assign that there, and this won't duplicate anywhere. So if we highlight this and do a quick search, we know that it's not going to be anywhere else except for there, which is perfect. Now, this has a 0 attack value, so I think this is the attack strength. We're going to change that to 0. This is the load, this is the unload, this is the speed, so it's pretty much, it's all going to be the same as the other helicopter. Let's see. Now, we know this is going to now be 577. That's assigning a new graphic. I'm going to save all this, and I'm going to save that, and now we're going to go hunt down a graphic. We're going to hunt down the existing helicopter so we can just use it. It'll make life so much easier than trying to redo it from scratch. And you find that in your main game folder under graphics, under units, under 3D, and now I'm just going to search for this existing unit. So I'm going to search 106521. It's going to take a look, try and find it. There should be a couple others there that are showing up. We'll just wait. There's one. We need the UP. There's an OP and an UP, so there we go. That's what we want right there. So I'm going to copy these. So these are the existing Hueys there. And I'm going to put them into a temp folder. So let's call this a temporary folder, 3D. Paste them in there. Now we're just going to simply change these numbers. What are these? So the bit files are basically just the outline. So when you double click on it and it highlights, that's where it's doing. And we're not going to change those because we're not going to change anything about the shape of the helicopter or anything like that. We're just going to change, basically all we're going to do is add some crosses onto the existing helicopters. That makes life a lot easier. So the first thing we need to do is change our number to this 65. So I'm going to change them all. 77. 77. 77. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open them. We're going to open them there. There's one. So you notice that there's two versions of this, and I'll show you why that is. So notice that in here, the doors are closed, but if you open up these ones, the doors are open. And it's a little detail, but it's a detail. So what are we going to do here? Hey, thanks for the heads up there, John. I appreciate that. Basically, all we're going to do... Now, keep in mind that these pixels are really hard to see. So there are going to be basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 views for both of these that we need to add some red red crosses. Now I haven't done this in a long time, so bear with me. What are we going to do? So I want to do a super small. One. I don't want anything else. And we're going to pick the red. Here's where things can go very wrong. So positive vibes, everyone. Positive vibes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exaggerate the size of the cross. Now you notice on these helicopters it's usually quite small, but I'm going to exaggerate the size of it just so we can see it in the game. And looking at where it's placed, it's basically between the two windows. So this is between the two windows. So let's add... Oh, you see, that's not what we want to do. I don't want to have any feathering. Shit. How do I do that? Hang on. One, normal. Just, I don't even want to add. I just want to change it. Anti-aliasing, maybe that's what that is. Let's try. There we go. That's what we want right there. So I'm going to add a exaggerated cross. So if we zoom out, you'll see that there's a cross on there. It is huge, but that's kind of the point. So we'll do the same over here. You know, that almost looks better than that. I don't know. What do you think? Which side looks better, the right side or the left side? Keep in mind, that's how it's going to look like in the game. So it's going to be very hard to see. But that's kind of what we're doing here. We're trying to make it interesting. The right looks better. Yeah, okay. Way to go, John. All right, so the quick way to do that is just do this. And then we'll just zoom it back in. And John said this was the better look. So that's what we'll do. And then we'll do the same for here. Just like so. Now we can see the front of this helicopter. So what we're going to do is do the same like so. Do the same thing here. Just like so. And then we're going to do the... wait. No, let's go back. Sorry, I should have actually practiced this before I started to do it. But hey, doing it live, that's always fun. How am I going to do this? No, I don't know. Just the way that the pixels are, there's nothing I could really do about that. So that was easy. Yay for easy. And then here we're going to do the same. We're just going to bada boom, like so. And then over here we'll do the same. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. But this one here we can see the front. So let's... I don't know how to do that. Good enough. Okay. Now, the other thing is, what do you guys think? Should I incorporate some of these... I don't know if you can see this. So you'll see here, there is some red markings on the tail and on the skids. Do you think it does? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Huey, flying around Vietnam. Dud, 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 dud. Do you think I should bother with adding these type of details? Or do you think anybody's going to care? Because basically we want to make sure that they're readily identifiable. That, hey, these guys are helicopters that are technically not supposed to be shot down. So what do you think? Should I add some little detail like that or no? Your guys' choice. This is your choice. Keep in mind, that's all we can... In a game, that's what it's going to look like. That size. Color markers in real life means a lot. Alright, Ginger. So we're going to do that then. We're going to take Ginger's advice. We're going to throw that in there. Going to add some red. Add some red. Just like so. Just like so. And this one has them at the base here. So let's just... Oops, not that. Like so. Like so. Like so. Can't see that. We can't see this, so again, we're just doing some basic stuff here. And then the front of the skid and the tail. Oops. I think that's good enough. All right, so we have that now. Now we have to do the exact same thing to this. All right, boom, boom. Oops, boom. Can we see that? Yes, we can. Let's do that. Let's do this. Now you'll notice, maybe not. The door is open, so we need to zoom into the door and add the cross on the door. Make sure that we're doing it at the right spot, right? And then we need to do the same for this. And we need to add the tail and the front. I don't know if stuff like this is actually useful for anyone. I like being able to add and modify the game. I think it, there's so much opportunity to do a whole bunch of things, right? So why not utilize that opportunity to do so? We also need to add the front end of this. We're just gonna wing that. That's just, I know that's not close, but whatever. And then on the side, and then the side. So again, these pixels are crazy small, so just like so. And then on the tail boom, same with this one. So actually, I did notice that I am changing it up just a little bit, so let's make sure that we're on the same page. There we go. That's good, that's good. Like so. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right, John. And that's kind of why I'm doing this, because it is useful and it is important to do and show. And there we go. So, super simple. We have now the mobile version, and we have just the regular flying version. So, what does that mean? If it's going to load something, it's going to look like this. So I haven't decided if I'm going to have this being able to be loaded yet. I mean, you can load it with 1 strength point or 2 strength points of something, but I haven't figured out what we're going to do mechanically for this yet. That's the key. All right. Now, there is one more file that we need to deal with, and that's the 3DX file. So I'm going to make another folder. We're going to call it the 3DX file. And all that is, it's a no shadow version of the same thing. So we are going to go back into graphics, units, 3DXS. We're going to find that same unit. Which is there. Now this file, it doesn't have the bit files with it because it's using the other bit files. And where is our 3DXS? There it is. So there's 2 ways we could do this. I'm going to do it this way. One thing we could do is go into these files here and just delete the shadows. That's one way of doing it. But just to show you the other methodology, we're going to open this up with Photo Paint. Any software would work for this. You could even use GIMP or anything like that. It's all good. No worries. And I think it should all be set up as we had it before. So let's just quickly add those. Boom, boom. Boom. Onto the tail boom. Just like so. Let's add this here. And this there. I'm trying to do this as quick as I can, but still do it right. Is that your cat, Ginger? All right. Ah. Is it awesome? I think it's kind of fun doing this. You can do so many things with it, and you know, with the amount of graphics that the game actually has in it, you can modify. Like, I think one of the videos that I did a long time ago was modify one of the trucks. Little things like that you can do, right? So that's done, and then we're gonna do the same for this. Add that, put it on the door, like so. And put it on the door, like so. Do the skids. The skids. This is obviously the easiest one. The front. Ah, I screwed up. I screwed up twice. Zoom in. And then the door. Just like that. Sweet and simple. The beauty of the campaign series, graphics galore, especially in 3D. Yeah, and it's super easy to do. It's super easy to do. I mean, all it does is take a little bit of time. So, we have both of these units done. which is awesome. Now I'm going to rename them with the right file name, and that's 577. And then I'm going to copy both of these, put them into my main game. Units. Paste. Now, nothing got overwritten because they're brand new stuff, right? So that's good. Now, the only thing left that I have to do is encrypt it. So I need to go and get my files. We need to get that. And we need to get this. We don't need that anymore. Get rid of that. And let's find those two files. So if you don't need to encrypt the platoon or the weapon file if you're just using it locally. But if you wanted to share it to other people, you need to encrypt it. And with the CS Lua, you can do it that way. I have another tool that I use because I'm just old-fashioned and it was pre-done many years ago, and it's just easier that way. So I'm going to use that. We're going to grab a copy of this. Again, we're going to put it into our temp folder for now, just so I can grab both of the files, and then the data to grab the weapon file. I'm going to grab that, and then we're going to go to my Dropbox and data encryption tool. Bada boom. Super easy. Platoon 10.ob obx. So that's it. That's what it's doing. So we're going to encrypt. It's a modern war. And we're going to execute. And we're going to do the same thing for the weapon file. Now again, you can do this without needing this tool. You can, it already comes with the game. You can do it all by yourself. I just use this tool because it's just easier. And this is other. This is not a platoon file, it's other. So I'm going to execute that, just like magic. And we're going to grab these again. And go back to my installation. Sorry, go back to my temp file. I'm going to paste. Then I'm going to grab the platoon file and the encrypted file. And I'm going to throw that into the order of battles. Just like so. We're going to replace those. Hopefully I didn't screw things up. And then we're going to add these to the data files. Just like that. All right, now, in theory, we should be able to open up this file and see it. Let's see. Let's see if this works. The Americans, platoons. Scroll down, helicopters, Huey, medivac, there it is. Just like that, bada boom. So, we do have a 1 strength point medivac Huey. It is available in the game right now, or in my game, in the 1.31 update anyways. So yeah, super easy to do. There's so many other things that we can go over, but this is just an intro to, hey, I want a new unit based on something that's existing. How do I do that? I just showed you how to do it. Super easy. All right, now back to our scenario. I had gone in, and one thing that we did was near the beginning or during the attack by the North Vietnamese, there were a bunch of machine guns that were kind of stationary in a certain position, and they did that for all 3 games, which makes sense because I coded it that way. So I modified that so that each of these machine guns would be starting in a different position, and then if something happened, they would go do something else. I also noticed that we'll load this up, and I noticed actually Did I didn't check this. Let's do a quick check. Do I have that in here? Lua check, play coup. No. Let's do a Lua check on that scenario. And you can see my process for doing that and identifying if there's going to be issues straight off the bat. Scenarios. Date modified. So let's change this not to play coup, but to this here. Khe Sanh Village. And what we're going to do is we're going to scan this. We're looking for notices, warnings, and errors in the game. I don't care about notices, so I'm going to turn that off by just changing it from a plus to a minus. But I do want to know about warnings and errors. So let's take a look. I'm going to press enter. And it's going to run through the Lua file looking for issues. Undefined. So this is an issue. This is something I need to be concerned about. So we'll look into that. These are just references. Most of these are just identifying for me that, hey, there's there's an issue. But for me, I know these things are just saying, hey, this is where this unit is in this game. So it helps me understand what the heck is going on. But this is obviously an issue. So we need to go to the Lua file before we even start anything and look for those error numbers. So it is, we'll start with the top one, 2676. 2676 is here. Fire support machine gun. This is the right thing, right? Let's see. Yeah, no, look at that. So that is obviously the wrong number. We need to find we're going to go over here. We're going to go 69. We're going to go to the top. So 76. Why is that not found? Because if you look carefully, at a quick glance, it looks the same. It's like, what the hell? I don't understand. But it's not. This is a heavy machine gun. And this is not a heavy machine gun. I was saying it's a medium machine gun. So that will fix that. And then the other error, I'm going to assume, is probably the same. 384. So if we just change this to 384, and then we look here, this is also a heavy machine gun, so I need to just change that thing. So something so simple. Make sure your variables are the same. And one quick way of doing that is just doing what I did. Click on it, it'll highlight the whole thing, and it'll tell you here where it is and if it's somewhere else. And it is, you can see that it's here. So it's also another place in the file. And if we go up there, we can see that it is somewhere. Yeah, it's right there. So there it is, just like that. So that's fine. Now, if we look at that file again, I know all these warnings, they're false. So I can just turn the warnings off. I'm going to go minus W for warnings. And we're going to press enter again. It's just scanning for errors. And nothing popped up, which means we don't have any errors. Technically, we don't have any errors. We are good to go. So, let's get this party started. Oh, yeah. I'll show you something that we needed to do and why that is such a pain. Let's load that up. I do appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for that. It is great to have you here and interacting with you. It's fantastic. Thank you. If you're watching this on YouTube, you have questions or something like that, you can ask them down below. I do answer all the questions. If you have more detailed questions, we do have a Discord, and I'm constantly monitoring that. So if you do have something that needs more in-depth answers, feel free, we're starting a new game, to let me know. 9 lives. So that's all changed. That's all the same for now. Mainly we're focused on trying to get this scenario to work properly. Yeah, thanks, John. It is super good that you show up all the time. It makes the stream so much more fun when you're here. Thank you for that. Again, playing side B with the Fog of War and manual with the optional rules. Everything but variable visibility. Hey, Seeker, good to see you. Long time no see. How you doing? This is the same. Alright, so one big thing is that for whatever reason, a company from here is supposed to be released to join the fighting here as well. And there was a bunch of things that were supposed to happen that didn't happen, and that was my mistake for not actually doing it. I forgot to code it, basically, is what it boiled down to. Which means I also forgot to code the other things that were supposed to happen at the same time. So, this new playthrough is going to be significantly different than it has been the previous ones. That being said, I also changed the reinforcement the arrivals to one more turn earlier. So they arrive basically just at the break of dawn, and they'll be ready to fly on the on turn 12. So basically when dawn is here, since the units will come on the map with 0 action points on turn 11, turn 12 they'll be efficient. So that means we will have gunships a turn earlier, but that is going to be a good thing because shit's gonna hit the fan, basically. I had to do some significant changes for things, and I think it'll be fun to see. I also changed the artillery ammo level, and since I'm a mean SOB, I also made that variable when it's going to come into action. So let's just find it. So you will have an artillery ammo increase randomly starting on turn 3. On the bright side, it's a good release. So if we highlight that again, and then we use that little trick that I showed you, and we find where it is, we can see that, all right, so right now I have 30 ammo level, but once they get their shit together, we'll have a boosted increase of 60 level to the ammo. So that'll make sure our artillery is just Oh, sorry. Let me know when the ad is done, please. I'll go back up. I'll go back up to that point. Where is it? There it is. Ad done. Okay. So, this here, it's a now variable, and you'll notice here my artillery ammo is 30. So on turn 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, and based on this, your odds are going to be it's going to land on 4 or 5. You have to wait until turn 4 or 5 before we get a boost in artillery. And if we go and find where this is used again by using that trick that I showed you, we can see that on turn, whatever that turn is, we're going to get an ammo increase of 60 points. So that's going to boost this up to 90, which will mean that we'll have a lot of more likely to have our artillery, refreshing every time, right? Because the ammo levels are going to be way higher. So that's one more thing that I changed in this scenario. I don't need to save anything. We're just looking. I'm not going to do anything. Again, I want to see how the AI actually attacks. And since we are limited on ammo, if I start using my ammo straight away for the artillery, this is going to start dropping by 2 or 3 every turn, right? So do I want to risk not having artillery on turn 6 if it hasn't come yet? Well, I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. So let's see what happens. Still 8 airstrikes. Oh, I forgot to change that. Crap. Thanks for the reminder. I'm going to write that down because Obviously, I'm not the swiftest current in the stream. Let's see. Let's add revise airstrikes. So close. Alright, I didn't see what was happening. So we're being attacked, obviously. The other thing that I noticed was that there was an issue with a couple of the engineers. They weren't doing their job, so we might see more engineers in this assault than we normally have before. Let's go take a look. So we are being attacked as fully expected. Oh yeah, so as you can tell, you can always tell when I'm working because these are on. So let's turn those off. There you go. So I'm going to just do a number on that. Hope for the best. We did cause some damage just for the simple reason that only the first one fired, even though I had all of them selected. So machine guns are getting into place. Let's just hit that again. And then here we will run away with our headquarters. I don't want to lose that. And let's just fire at these guys. We did do damage with both of that. That's awesome. Alright, so we should be fine. And I think I'm going to consolidate like I did before. That's a pretty strong force there, especially with the morale of 8. But they have a terrible assault, so they're going to be really good at defending. But that's about it. What do you think? I'm going to leave this up to you. Should I defend this time? Or should I do what I did before and come back and reinforce this while we wait for reinforcements? Defend or run away? Your choice. Things that we have to think about. Defend. Alright, so here we're going to defend this. Now, which one do you think we should do? Well, I think we should probably defend in this for now. The rubble or the village, they both have the same TEM. Concealment is -5 in the rubble, whereas concealment is only -4 in the village. And then morale is 3 in the village and 3 in the rubble. So basically the only thing that's the advantage of being in the rubble is that you have a better chance of not being spotted. Though I would like to see what happens if you send the Marines to clear the VC support weapons. First off, the Marines... Oh yeah, well, that's... The problem with that is that this is a heavily defended area, so we have to decide where we're going to land. Like, this is a hot landing zone. These are all hot landing zones. So it's, if you watched my first playthrough, I lost, I don't know, like 9 helicopters, I think. 9 helicopters doing that. So let's see what happens. So I'm not using my artillery right now for the simple reason is I'm waiting until I have a 90, so I can just use them. Otherwise, I run the risk of not having my artillery in supply until it decides to show up. The northmost one. So you think this one up here, that's the one to go for? That one. So there's a machine gun there. So I randomized the location of these machine guns to be basically all around and even up to here. So cut down through the jungle towards it. So cut down through here. So yeah, there will be heavy weapons in there for sure. So we should have, with all of these shots, these are all adding up to having something released, or having a bunch of things released. I hope, if I did that right. Oh, they hit our IEDs. That's always good. Unknown effect. Oh, we reduced it by 1. So we spotted the machine guns here now. We spotted those machine guns. Alright, so we're going to try Seeker's thing. We're going to try and get the Marines down there. Now, the Marines will be released before the helicopters show up, so we'll have to run down the road then to get into that position. Oh, another IED hit. Nice. Here's some sappers. Gonna have the Marines clear the landing zone. Okay, that's what we're gonna try and do. 8 airstrikes remaining. We have 1 unit that has recovered the regional forces. 1 headquarter unable to provide supply because it moved. 1 unit low on ammo. Okay, let's scroll down. Let's just fire at this stuff. Now notice, we saw during the turn, there were 3 units in there. But because of the LOS check at the beginning of the turn, and they have a -5 to their concealment, we only see 1 of the platoons now. So let's fire. Now we're going to get shot at. We got reduced. That's a Marine recon. They have a good defense. They should be okay. Yeah, the regional forces, they're not happy. But our popular forces, they have a fantastic morale because that's how they're designed. That's one of the combined action platoons. They have super good morale. They have really good defense. Their assault is not so good, but they have the Marine recon as part of their team, right? So that's kind of cool. Here, this is our best leader. Where do you think I should put him? In the French fort or in the Special Forces camp? Actually, I'm going to move all these guys. All these guys. Where do you think I should put? So this is another one of those close CAC, those combined action platoons that we're going to use. Should I put it in the French fort or in the Special Forces camp? They're basically defending at the same in the camp. Alright, so this time we're going to put them in the camp. Yeah, so we're going to hit. We have 2 leaders in here. This leader is not as good. It's just a regional force leader, but still, any leader is a good leader. Aha. So we're going to lose this, and I can't do anything about that, but what do you do? Alright, these guys, let's hit these. Now, oh, what? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Sugar, fire truck. Okay, let's see what happens. Mortars coming in. Fortunately, we only have the 2 machine guns in there, so they might survive. Unless they get assaulted. with the amount of attacks that are coming. I think the trigger point was 40, although I could randomize that too, but for now I think it's just 40, and that'll release our Marines. We're overstacked here, we're in a trench, but we should be fine because we are in a trench. Oh, we got disrupted. But just one of the regional forces. They suck, so that's okay. Positive vibes. I don't think the machine guns will do anything. It is nighttime, we're in a trench, and it is... they're 500 meters away. So we should be okay. So far, so good. Do your A6s have bombs? I think they do have bombs. Yes, we'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure they have bombs. They're the most potent aircraft in the scenario for sure. So there's anti-aircraft guns back here. There's anti-aircraft guns all in these hills. Because depending on the variant, they hit at 4 to... oh yeah, that's right. They're taking casualties even before they start assaulting, so that's good for us. Oh, that's not good. Our recon, our Marine reefs, they... yeah, shoot. Alright, so they didn't take it, which is good. 8 airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that have recovered morale. 3 headquarters, unable to provide supply. 5 units low on ammo. Let's head down here. Put this guy back. Yeah, look at that. That's where those sappers are. Run away! No effect. No effect. Alright, let's take our Marine recon and these guys and hit these sappers. Hopefully we can get lucky. And let's hit these sappers here as well. Okay, so that's not good. Here we can put these guys back in. So, after that's done, I'm going to... let's check out our airstrikes. Yeah, they do have bombs, which is great. There's bombs. They are multi-strike, so let's plot one. See what happens. We're going to highlight everything, and we're going to pick on those sappers. Let's hit them again. Oh, look at that. We reduced them in half. There we go. Perfect. Let's use the machine guns at least on these trucks. And let's use our machine gun here. A well-placed start. Oh yeah, that's right too, eh? I'll do that next turn. Next turn we'll start using some star shells because I think I do have a few. Yeah, I do have a few. So let's use them wisely. Now, do you think they're going to be better down here, or do you think they're going to be better for when we start getting our Marines to help out? Ah, the trucks. Oh, hopefully they survive. This is what I'm worried about. No effect. That's good. Yeah, daytime comes at turn 12, so we have another 8 turns of night. Oh no! Ah, we lost our supplies. And how did that impact our stuff? I don't know. Ah, shoot, eh? No effect. No effect. No effect. No effect. Also no effect. This is pretty far to shoot at night. Oh, what the hell is that? Is that a recoilless rifle? Will it take the Marines 8 turns to get to the landing zone, or a shorter time? It depends on how... So the way that the releases are... Whoa, look at that. Ouch. If they do that again, we're done. Yep. Shit. That was brutal. Holy crap. Holy. So, after sustaining a number of attacks, D Company of the 1st Marines, well, it has been released, and we did gain points for holding on to the camp and the old French fort. 7 airstrikes remaining. Here comes our... What are they going to kill? Are they going to kill something? Unknown effect. Darn it. Okay, so... this is a problem. Just as an FYI, if you're playing this scenario, these 2 hexes here constitute the camp. This is just the French fort. So if we hold that point, we get the points. If we hold both of these, we get the points for that. So we collected 30 points for holding all 3. And I'm going to take my trucks and get the heck out of Dodge, because bad things are coming. And let's move our headquarters a little bit up. Now, let's throw, as John suggested, some flares out there. There we go. Perfect. Now, let's highlight everyone and do some damage. We did reduce it by 1, and I think we have a couple of shots left. Let's hit this guy over here. Oh, we did some more damage. Let's hit the machine guns. Yay for flares. Good idea, John. Alright, so the Marines aren't released yet, but they will be released next turn. So let's jump to next turn. Now we're in the... So notice that we haven't received our artillery yet. But I think we're going to be close enough that we can start calling it in. So I'm going to grab some artillery. We have a whack load of it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And that's that. Alright. The Marines, I think it'll probably take... Well, they're going to be ambushed. So it'll probably take 3 or 4 turns to get down there. But then how they deal with the ambush, that'll be the question. Zoom in. These guys are hanging on pretty well. I'm actually surprised. No effect. So we probably need to save a couple of stars. Yeah, I think we might. Just depending on how fast we go down that road. Because it is... We still have another 6 turns before it's daytime. So now, since they own this hex here, or this point here, we're not going to collect any more points for holding the camp. This is terrifying. Alright, here's our releases. We have that D company now. 7 airstrikes remaining. We have 6 units that are isolated, which makes perfect sense considering they're surrounded. 0 units out of 1 have recovered. 1 headquarters unable to provide supply because we moved it. Here comes our artillery. These guys are pretty much done. So I think we're not going to use... I think we're going to say... Because we have this massive force coming, I'm not going to use the star shells until these guys get here. Because we need to cause as much damage against those. These ones here are mostly wiped out. So I think we're okay. So I'm not going to use the star shells, but I am going to fire. Take those out. Wipe that platoon out. Perfect. So, just so you know, this... Just wait for this to finish. So this here, this is the command strength of that particular leader. So basically it's taking whatever the value is of this. Let's see. So it's taking the attack value of like 13 or whatever it is, and adding 2 to it. So basically this thing is attacking at a 15 against soft targets, which is crazy. No wonder it's causing damage. And notice that it is causing damage because nothing else is taking damage, or nothing else is firing. So we're just going to keep on rocking that, take out these platoons. There, we've wiped out a whole bunch of North Vietnamese, so we gain 100 points. I'm okay with that. And I think that machine gun still can fire, so we will wipe that out. Just like that. So that's a reason to have your commander in the field with the combat troops, because it boosts their morale, plus it boosts their attack value at range. So hey, that's a good thing to have. Absolutely, always. But then you have to decide, alright, if I'm fighting in the middle of the jungle and I need better supplies, well then maybe you want to put your commander with the headquarters. And that will help your units survive just a little bit longer. Okay, let's go get our Marines. Let's double time our Marines. Let's highlight our company. These 2 guys here. Oh, we got lucky. Alright, so we have a Marine company, and I don't think there's any other leaders. No, not for us. This company here will also be released, but I think we're going to move those up to the landing zone because we're going to try Seeker's plan and see how that works out. Alright. I think that's all we can do. These guys are coming, so let's plot some more artillery. Ah, that's not artillery. Sugar. Alright, there we go. Let's see what happens. Positive vibes here, people. A6 with bombs for Air Force has 200 soft attack. Okay, that's good to know. So these things all have different attack, how they're going to attack. So we'll notice here that these are probably not attacking fanatically because they haven't even assaulted once. So they're just basically pinning down these guys, isolating these ones, while the rest of the attacks are going on, which is just one of the die rolls, right? So these guys are probably attack strong or maybe even attack normal. Getting into position, just firing back and forth. That's what their goal is here. They're trying to be a pain, basically, for me. I'm actually surprised none of these guys have taken any losses. So we're hoping that the Vietnamese move into that hex, which logically they should. They'll probably come over here to assault the French fort. That's kind of what we're expecting. It would be nice if a star shell stay active until the next turn phase. That when you fire instead of a... Yeah, no, you're right. In this way it could help the artillery landing at the beginning of the turn. I totally agree with you. I wish it was that effective. That would be super handy. Cordless rifle on that hill back there. So 6 more turns, or actually 5 more turns before we get our helicopters. Here they come. Oh, that's good. They're going to hit. They're going to go right into our airstrike. If it comes. Holy crap. That's a huge force. So after sustaining a number of attacks, the artillery ammo levels have increased to provide assistance to the defense. Hallelujah. So we took something out. Holy. Also not multi-strike, that A6 version. Same with the smart munitions version. Ah, good to know. So I wonder which version I'm using that's multi-strike. I wonder if we're getting lucky here. Watch the number. Oh, we reduced the whole squad out of that. Perfect. Alright, so obviously this is a threat. Heck yeah. Alright, let's pull these guys back. Hey, Warhorse. Good to see you, Mike. How you doing? Long time no see. I hope all is well in your world. See if we can take out some of these guns. Yeah, that's good. I know what you mean. It never ends, right? It just always keeps on trucking. Okay, let's grab our Marines. Let's continue on. And we do have one more platoon somewhere. There it is. Alright, so our plan here is we're going to take these Marines, come down this road. Can we... We could probably go... so we're probably going to get ambushed here. So if we cut through the this woods here onto this trail, that'll give us a better opportunity to go towards that landing zone. Try to avoid this ambush. We'll probably get ambushed over here, but let's see how we can deal with that. The napalm version is not multi-strike. No, it's not. Basically, it's a one and done. That's for sure. Yeah, that was because the napalm was supposed to operate differently than the other airstrikes. It was supposed to target all of the units in the hex, but that's something that I have a list that needs to be revised. Because right now it's literally only targeting one unit. It's supposed to target all the units, and it's not doing that. So the napalm strike was supposed to act like an indirect fire artillery strike, where it targets all the units inside the hex. But alas, it did not. Alright, so we're pretty good here. Let's end the turn. The mortars have had no effect so far, which is kind of good for us. Of course, that will... Oh, I forgot to plot artillery. That's not good. Alright, let's see, what are they going to do? I'm curious. Let's see what happens. No effect. I'm happy with all the no effects. That's always a good thing. So we plan on holding on to the Khe Sanh Special Forces camp until the Marines arrive and our other reinforcements arrive. I'm wondering when we're going to get the Lang Vei camp reinforcements, but they haven't sent them yet. Lots of machine gun fire. We're going to plot some artillery there. Try and take those machine guns out. Three more turns until the helicopters come, and then 4 more turns until daylight. And we get our gunships. Our gunships will be active on turn 12. Where are they going? Oh, they're going after the camp. Ah! Sneaky buggers. After sustaining a number of attacks, the A company from the 256th Regional Force Battalion has been released. We have the 6th airstrike remaining. We have 6 units that are isolated, logically so. They're totally surrounded. Command Monitor Operations is on sale for $35, normally $80. Oh, that's good to know. I will totally get that then. We have 0 units that have 1 that have recovered, 1 headquarter unable to provide supply, and 1 artillery unit low on ammo. Let's deal with our Marines first. So our Marines, we can double time down this road. Now, here's the decision. The ambush site is likely here. I don't know if this area here is also ambush site, but we're going to try to go through this woods to this trail to get close to that landing zone so we can utilize that landing zone. And all of our Marines are double timing down towards the road. Here, alright, now obviously this is a problem. Let us fire a star shell, and I guess we're just gonna star shell our own place because that's where we need to go. Yeah, I think they do too. Okay, let's hit that. And let's... So, the problem with doing this is that now we might have highlighted our hex for the artillery that's coming. Engineers, that's an engineer. Okay, that's all we can do, but we have artillery. Not an airstrike. Let's save the airstrikes. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. The M109 we're going to hit there and here. I think that's it. Reinforcements on the way. These guys here, they are going to be released next turn, and we're going to put them up on the airfield because we do have the choppers coming. You know what? Do I have choppers over here? Or I do have a landing pad there. Oh, intriguing. Intriguing. Because we do get a Mike Force, I think. Or is it a CIDG company? Shoot, I don't know. Okay, let's see what happens. Positive vibes, we survive any assaults. We should. We have a really good strong force there, plus that leader. So as long as the leader doesn't die, we should be fine. Fingers crossed. So, no effect, no effect. That's a good thing. We got 1 disruption. And a reduction. And so it begins. Alright, let's see what they do. The infantry love trenches, they do. Absolutely they do, yep. Hopefully we're doing some damage up there. Even if we're not killing them, as long as we do a disruption, that'll prevent them from assaulting us. And the assaults, especially the North Vietnamese assaults, they are powerful. It's good they're targeting our reconnaissance team because they are the strongest ones that we have. So you notice the difference between us having that hex highlighted with the losing a couple of units or a single half squad there, but being disrupted. That's not a good thing. So I have to be a little more cautious on how I'm going to do that in the future. I'm going to assume we're going to get assaulted probably once. Once at least. Oh, interesting. They maneuvered. They maneuver twice. Ah, buggers. Oh shit, that's a full-strength sapper platoon. That's not good. Oh, but look at that. They got hit hard. Perfect. Alright, so we do have our regional force company has been released. We have 6 airstrikes remaining. We have 6 units that are isolated. 2 0 units out of 2 have recovered. 1 artillery unit unavailable, and 2 units low on ammo. Yes, I'm doing way better in this one. I'm really surprised that we haven't taken any losses or anything like that yet. We are rocking it, basically. Yeah, compared to the last game, this is night and day difference. I would still like to be able to use these landing zones, though. So, oh, there we go. That was a good hit. Double unknown effect. Reduced it by 1. We reduced the sappers. That's good. Also reduced the sappers. Didn't say double unknown effect, but we saw that it was reduced by 1. Okay, we're going to deal with the Marines first. Let's pop down into here. So we're not being shot at yet. That's good. Let's double load. They're way overstacked. Let's have a concert to celebrate and invite Pink Floyd. Oh man, I love Pink Floyd. So what we are going to do is our helicopters are coming in 2 more turns. I don't know. What do you think? Should I... We still have 4 flares. Let's do another flare and see if we can take out some of these sappers. Let's do it. Where's our machine gun? There's our machine gun. There's our flares. Just do it right on us, because why not? Where's the flares? So this one here, this sapper, is 6 strength points. Let's see if we can reduce it. We did reduce it by 1. And we caused it to run away. But we did burn through most of our firing, so that kind of sucks. And no effect. Alright, let's call in our artillery again. Boom, 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 and boom. So we're just ringing ourselves with fire. You know what I wish I had is a Spectre gunship or something like that. That'd be awesome. Okay, save it. We moved. Yes. And the turn. 109s, yep. There's 1 battery of 109s, and 109s can only fire once. We're hitting this with the 109s because they're more powerful than the 105s. Fingers crossed. Yay. That's good. That's good. That poor that poor popular force just getting hit again. No effect. We're hitting the sappers at least. That's good. So one thing I noticed is that when that supply truck was destroyed, it should take out some of the flares as well as some of the ammo, but it didn't do that. So that's something I'm going to have to look into. Of why it didn't. No effect. No effect. No effect. That recoilless rifle, I don't know if it's in range still. Yep. They make me nervous, the recoilless rifles. Oh. Oh, we're just rocking it, so we gained another 100 points for causing a lot of casualties. Oh, we did take one on our Marines, though. That's not good. Ah, it's daytime. Oh, crap. I didn't realize that. I thought it was turn 12 that they came. Oh, perfect. For continuing to hold the old French fort, we gained 15 points. And now, where are we? So remember, we need to own both of these in order to gain the points for the camp. So because they own the center, we cannot do that. But on the bright side, with it being daytime, the artillery should be effective. So let's watch. Yes, we reduced it by a full squad. Oh, these guys are toast. There's the M109s. Look at that. They're causing damage. Perfect. Turn 10. Let's go up to our Marines. Let's go onto the trail here. Oh, there we go. Shoot, we lost a squad. Okay, let's go up on the ridge. Let's see if we can start taking some of these things out. Let's get these guys ready to join. Let's call in A6. And let's hit that with artillery. I'm not worried about this down here anymore because all we have to do is hang on. We've taken some casualties, but not very many. We should be able to wipe out these guys here and not even have to worry about it anymore. So we took out the last remnants of that platoon. Can't fire, can't fire, can't fire. And we don't have to worry about our flares. Okay, so they're okay. Let's deal with these guys. Machine guns coming. Alright, so we're gonna have our helicopters coming around next turn. Let's see what happens. Ah, this might be a problem. It's daytime with artillery. I forgot about that. But so far we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. Ah, we took one hit. Regional forces. No effect. So we survived the night. That's always a good thing. At least they don't have rockets. Yeah, exactly, John. If they had rockets, that'd be a whole different thing. There's a sniper there. Reinforcements have arrived. We have 5 airstrikes remaining. We have 8 units that are isolated. 1 unit out of 2 have recovered morale. 3 headquarters unable to provide supply. And 2 units low on ammo. Our airstrike didn't come in. Move up these guys up here. Bring in our reinforcements. Look at that. We have gunships now. Man, these guys are going to get wasted. Alright, let's move these guys out. Oh, there's a recoilless rifle. So we need to use this whole company to go hunting all this stuff. And there's a machine gun over there. There's a machine gun there. Let's utilize our machine guns first. We destroyed it! Excellent! Now let's see if we can just wipe out that sniper. No. Let's try shooting at it. No joy. Let's try another assault. Crap. Well, we do have an airstrike coming in, so that's good. I'm not going to waste any more artillery over there, though. Let's put it over here. There we go. And these guys here. So notice the zone of control that these guys actually have. So all these things are isolated because I don't have a trace back. So that's good to know for our supply. Which means they're effectively firing once they go low on ammo at a lower rate. Let's hit these sappers, wipe them out. Perfect. Let's try and do the same with these guys. Can't fire. So notice this time, they didn't assault nearly as hard as they had before, right? It's just how the decisions that were made in the scripting. So, which is interesting, totally interesting, that they haven't been doing that. That's where the replayability are coming up, right? They are setting up for the fort. Right now, that's a perfect surround assault, assuming they do it. The problem, though, is that they've been reduced this whole entire time, so them actually succeeding is pretty low. And if they're firing, they're not going to assault. Oh! Well, that changes things. That changes things. They might assault now. This would be a very interesting scenario, play by email. Yes, it would. Absolutely. It would be a heck of a lot of fun. Burn through these. I don't think we're going to take it. Oh, there we go. Sniper. Missed. Sniper missed. Twice. Perfect. Oh, there's an anti-aircraft machine gun there. Right there, right beside the landing zone. Crap. Ah, we took another loss. Effect. No effect. Ah, crap. Reduced by 1. Oh, they took it. Huh. So, after sustaining a number of attacks, the 12th Mobile Strike Force has been released. 5 airstrikes remaining. We have 6 units that are isolated. We have 1 unit that has recovered morale, the Marines. 5 headquarters unable to provide supply. 1 artillery unit unavailable, and 4 units low on ammo. Our airstrike still didn't come in. Okay, let's see. Can we assault this and take it? Yes. Perfect. Now let's see if we can take out these anti-aircraft guns. More try. Okay, so we did reduce it because this one fired first and only fired once. So let's see if we get lucky. Choke it out, gain 15 event points. Perfect. And it was in a bunker too. Excellent. So one thing that we have to deal with now is this over here. But hey, in tutorial I found the film filter to be very distracting. Film filter, I'm not sure what you mean. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna go grab these guys. Drop down. Can I load? No. Shoot. Drop down. No. So I need to wait one more turn in order to load up these guys. Let's move. Actually, let's go hunt down that yeah, let's go take out the leader. Nice. Let's move out of the way. Let's do an assault. Let's take out these engineers. Ah, no. Whenever you did a title card, this filter would appear and flash the screen like a real film. No, that wasn't a film filter. So what's happening there is that for the text, the way that it's going across on the side, I don't know how to stop that. The way that the text is utilized within Camtasia, for whatever reason, it has that little hiccup there where it has the last letter or one of the last letters being flown across the screen. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to fix that. So that is something I'll try and fix before. I spent hours trying to fix that, and I have no idea how to do it. So, but I will try and Google and all that fun stuff, trying to get it all sorted out. But otherwise, if you watch that tutorial, how was that tutorial besides that thing? Was it useful? Was it not useful? What do you think? Let me know. Some feedback for that would be fantastic. So, we are going to get some units available from here, which is good. Oh yeah, we need to see what's going to happen here. No effect. Oh, regional force got hit. No effect. Please let me know when you do finish it, and let me know what kind of feedback about the actual process itself and how I've gone through things, if it makes sense or whatever. I will make another video, the next video for that here pretty quick. It's the title cards are there for the people that need to pause and understand what's going on. And the title cards are really important for identifying all the pieces of each component for each of the different, functions, basically. Yes, it is the scripting tutorial, John. The last one. Not the earlier ones. Just the last one. Look at this. We have beautiful gunships. What? We lost 2 machine guns? Crap. Our Marines are getting hit. Oh, they are getting hit. Ouch. Yeah, please do, John. With day breaking, helicopters arriving, A company of the... so I need to fix this because they've already been released. Units are released. The 12th Mobile Strike Infantry Company, or Mobile Strike Force Company, has been released. 5 airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that have undisrupted or recovered morale out of 5. We have 2 headquarters unill supply and 4 units low on ammo. Alright, so let's go see which ones we get. We have a Mike Force. Mike Force Recon. A Mike Force Platoon. That's double time ham over here. Oh yeah, these guys just rock. They can move really far. Alright, what else do we have? Another Mike Force Platoon. Is that it? So we don't have a lot coming, but we have something. And that's okay, right? How far? They are far away. Well, we can run down this road, maybe hopefully capture these back at least. Let's try and get a little bit closer to those guns. Oh, there's more guns. Shoot, we're taking more losses. There is a landing zone, but yes, there's a landing zone right there. But I'm picking up this company. Although I probably want to pick up the Mike Force. Yeah, you're probably right. So let's do that. But we still have something up here we can load. I'll load up a platoon anyways. Alright, so this kind of sucks. Maybe we'll get that back. Oh man, brutal. Thanks for tuning in, Ginger. Always good to see you. Always appreciated you showing up. Thank you for doing that. Hope you have an awesome day, awesome Sunday. All my positive vibes. Okay, let's see. Let's call in some artillery. Actually, we're trying to clear this out, so let's do that. Airstrike here. Airstrike here. A whack load of artillery. That's where the main threats are, so let's hit them as hard as we can. These guys aren't threatened anymore. No effect. No effect. They destroyed a Vietnamese company. Oh yeah, we gained 200 points. Yay! Since these guys have been reduced so much, I think what we can do is start to counterattack. Try and take back that fort. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Disrupted. You should try and take that other part of the... Yeah, I'm going to. This turn, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Man. Our Marine company got slaughtered. Oh, there's even frickin' IEDs there that we didn't hit. Perfect. another loss. Oh, we got lucky. 3 airstrikes remaining. We have 3 units out of 5 have recovered morale. 5 headquarters unable to provide supply. 1 artillery unit unavailable. 5 units low on ammo. Oh, our airstrike came in and hit our helicopters. Frick. That sucks so bad. We destroyed a machine gun. Yay! Sugar. I was hoping that it would get cancelled, but apparently, no. Which means we lost. So we lost 2 helicopters and we lost 2 passengers. Yeah, that was a nice surprise. That was the first time. Oh, look at that. And they're disrupted. Ah, crap. Okay, let's see if we can get lucky. Take out these blasted recoilless rifles. Drop down. No joy. Nope. Let's pull this guy down here. He's down to 1 strength point, and he's our company command. So, yeah, this is not good. Not a good situation. All right, so let's take back our part of the camp. Let's use these guys. Let's fire back. We're going to try to eventually assault this, take it back. So let's get into opposition here. Ah, nope, guess not. And we got reduced. Let's move this guy up. There's nothing down here that's going to assault us. I'm going to leave the machine gun here, just to fire back and forth against these machine guns. Oh no, orders. Ah, we got disrupted. Alright. Let's just do one more shot. Let's go down to our mic force. We can double time. Can we double time? So close yet so far. And then let's move our helicopters back here. I'm gonna move them into the nap of the earth. We'll move the infantry in. Hopefully load up next time. This is brutal. This is just the shits. Trying to take that back, that's hard. That's hard. That's rough. These landing zones are brutal. Just brutal. Alright, let's focus our artillery on the French fort. So all the 105s are going to land on there. Hopefully that'll be enough to maybe get in there. We'll try. That's not good. We took a loss. We're no longer in trenches. We're in an improved position, so that doesn't help. Come on, take it out. Probably in a bunker or something like that. Interesting. Oh, now they've decided to refit. Yeah. So we've got the points for the camp back now. That's good. I think if you sent both platoons from the north and used the helos to pick up the Mike force, it may work. Yep. We'll have to try that next time. I also noticed that I may have to adjust the timing on a couple of, like for example, the Mike force, as well as there's additional forces that, additional VC forces that should be in play, but they're not. So I'm going to have to adjust the timing on those. Move in. That's fine. Drawing fire, that's okay. Let's do some firing with our machine gun. Lost the truck. Let's try an assault. Oh, yes! Didn't take it, but we retreated someone, so that's a good thing. Let's go grab our Mike force. Can I load them? I don't think I can. On the ground. No. With scripting, can you make the possibility of receiving a reinforcement a moving target? Yeah, totally you can. Absolutely. Like here, for example, I'll show you. I don't know if it's in this scenario, but I can randomly do any of this stuff here, and here I can have it so that these guys are released on any one of these turns, or this company is released on any given turn, or anything like that. You can do anything with reinforcements. You can do with ammo levels. You can do whatever you want, right? So it's kind of fun. And then you can just, for example, here changing the artillery. So basically, it's going to come up to, is that turn this now here? Then if so, we can just add that artillery. So yeah, it's kind of cool what you can do, and you can even change the location of where the reinforcements are coming in, which is awesome. This, on the other hand, sucks balls. This is just terrible. In the past, that's probably been fixed. Yeah, it has been fixed completely. Once it was set, it was stuck, and that was it. We're flying nap of the earth above the trees, trying to take out this recoilless rifle in that bunker, but that's just not going to happen. So let's try the old-fashioned way. We did do damage on it. We reduced it, but we didn't kill it. So here we're making progress. There we're making progress. And let's see what happens. We might take a loss here. Oh, that's interesting. Sneaky buggers. Oh, assaulting versus assaulting. Now we survived that and caused them casualties. 3 airstrikes remaining. We have 6 units out of 6 units that are isolated. We have 5 units out of 6 that have recovered morale. 4 headquarters unable to provide supply. 4 units low on ammo. We're almost done here. I'm just going to burn through the last few turns quickly. Let's just assault that. We did finally destroy it. It was a B-10. There's another machine gun. Holy crap. Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Probably not a good idea. We just lost our helicopters. Well, sugar. Man, this is terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to ignore those landing zones from now on because it's just crazy. You just can't get in there at all. Totally useless. It's just utterly brutal. Okay, now we're struggling to stay alive over here. All right, so let's grab our mic force. The nice thing about the mic force is that they take less action points to load. Oh crap. Oh shoot. We got hit. What's shooting at us now? Okay. Let's call in some artillery. We really want to get in that French fort. Let's fire one more time at that engineer. There we go. Okay, let's see what happens. Quickly end the turn. We're almost done. Just out of curiosity, want to see how it goes. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Wow, we lost another one. Another one. It is a hornet's nest. Yep. It is absolutely a hornet's nest. They tried. Alright, let's see. Can we get in here? Yes! Oh, well, at least we took it back. Yay! That was rough, though. Holy. So I noticed there are 2 VC companies that we haven't even seen. So I need to figure out why that is. Yeah, I know. I'm glad Stipe wasn't here too today, because, geez, this was brutal. Yeah, there's literally nothing I can do with these helicopters. We just got thrashed so bad. We lost gunships. We lost. Yeah, this area is just a hornet's nest. Yeah, like you said, John, this is a total hornet's nest for anything. It's brutal. I think it's almost better to just run up the road. Man, that is tough. And I there's nothing I can do here. We're kind of screwed. My infantry is screwed. Send in the I don't have any armor. That's just it at all. I have some, yeah, no armor. All right, let's see what happens. At least we're holding these. We lost the village, but that's okay. Recapturing the old French turn. Yeah, so we did capture for 1 turn. Yay, we gained some points, and we gained some additional points. 3 airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units out of 4 that have not done anything good. 2 airstrikes, or 2 headquarters unable to run supply. 1 artillery unit unavailable. 3 units low on ammo, and all of our helicopters need to land. Man, that totally blows. So there's nothing I should do. There's no sense me doing anything else. Oh, maybe we can capture this too. Let's capture the old French fort. Or the rest of the Special Forces camp. Man, that was a mistake. So we caused casualties because they are a sapper platoon. Oh, we took a lot of casualties there. Well, so much for that idea. Crap. Okay, 1 more shot. Let's save it, end it, and just end the turn. That's all we can do. Don't be shy. Shoot back. Or run away. Whatever. I'm easy. So it won't fire back unless it sees it. Man. Well, at least we didn't lose that badly. So notice I changed that value. So it was minus 250, but I've changed it. Oh no, it was minus 600 or something. And I changed it. The big thing is they gained a lot of event points, which logically so. They captured a whole bunch of stuff. And how did we do? Not great. We took too many losses. They gained points probably for our helicopters. They gained a lot of points for that. So yeah. So here, there's bad guys that didn't do anything, and I need to figure out why. So that's something I'll do offline, because I'm really kind of curious to see what the heck is going on. There should have been stuff happening, but it didn't happen. So I will take a look at that. On that note, hey, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Really good to have you all here and helping me with this scenario, seeing what you guys think of it. Again, if you haven't watched that or finished watching that scripting scenario, please do so, and please give me some feedback on that. It would be greatly appreciated, especially before I start the next one, just to help out what's going on. That's greatly appreciated. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this type of content, please consider giving it a like and subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. As I mentioned before, if you do have any more detailed questions, you can ask them on the Discord, which is also linked below. And yeah, so yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a fantastic week, rest of your weekend, and start of the next week. I will be back on Wednesday for some more Middle East fun. And on that note, take care. Smile always, and talk to you soon.